What's going on, guys? This is Mike and Odin, and in this video we'll be showing you how to wing it in the kitchen. So after I school young Curry, but he's trying to get a ball from underneath the car. After I school him in some basketball, we're going to head to the kitchen, and I'm essentially going to use the leftovers that I have in my fridge and see what kind of delicious meal I can come up with. So in a few minutes, we'll head to the kitchen and I'll show you how to do it. We got to get it, baby. But watch this. Let me dunk. Whoo! So we're in the kitchen now, and here are the ingredients I use to make what I'm calling the one-pot pasta dish. So we have about 1/4 of a cup of red and white onion, about 1.5 cups to 2 cups of mushrooms, some tomato paste, 6 ounces, a can of crushed tomatoes, add a few Roma tomatoes that I sliced up. This is about 1. About 3/4 of a cup of Brussels sprouts that I chopped up. Roughly a clove of garlic. And about a teaspoon of each ingredient. Pepper, black pepper, Italian seasonings, parsley flakes, dried or fresh. I only had dried. Red pepper flakes, brown sugar. I know that's kind of strange, but it worked. And about a teaspoon of salt. I actually ended up using more than 1 teaspoon of salt, but that's where I started. And as you can see here, I have half a bag of pasta shells. So I'm just checking the ingredients to just make sure that there isn't any egg in these particular shells. And as you can see, half a bag equates to roughly 4 servings. So now that we've got that out of the way, let's get cooking. So with a preheated pan, you want to go ahead and add your onions. I'm not frying with oil, so I'm actually using a technique called water frying, which basically means you add a little bit of water, which I'm doing now, to a really hot pan, and what it does is it allows for you to water saute without adding any additional calories. So I'm just moving the onions around to make sure that they're not sticking, yet they will become caramelized with just a tiny bit of water. After a few minutes of sauteing your onions, next you want to add the Brussels sprouts, which I'm doing right now. And then you want to just continue to water saute until your Brussels sprouts become tender. By the way, if you've not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit that button and you will receive more content from Mike and Odin. It's just that simple. So after your Brussels sprouts have become wilted, you just want to remove the pan from the heat and set it to the side. So moving on to the sauce, you want to take a large pot and you want to add your sauce ingredients. Here I'm adding my Roma tomatoes, mushrooms, one can of crushed tomatoes, 1 6-ounce can of tomato paste, and now you just want to mix all of your ingredients thoroughly. So about this time, it's a good idea to add your garlic. And mix that in. And now you can add all of your other seasonings. Were these not the seasonings you would have chosen? If not, go ahead and comment in the comment section about your secret ingredients for your pasta sauce. Now I waited until my sauce warmed up a bit before I added back in the Brussels sprouts and onion mixture. By the way, cast iron is probably my favorite cookware to cook with because it retains its heat a lot better. But for this particular dish, specifically with the water frying, you could probably do it just as easily with a non-stick pan. Now, just like before, you want to go ahead and mix that thoroughly, coating every bit with the sauce. Now, doesn't that look great? So the next thing I did, I added about 3 cups of water. Now, I originally only added 2 cups of water, but after adding in the pasta, I realized that I needed more water. But as you can see, with just the 2 cups that I added, the pasta has a more traditional consistency. So as you can see here, I'm now adding in my pasta. As I said in the beginning of the video, it was about half a bag, and that half a bag was about 4 servings. So now you just want to mix in the pasta, as you did before, covering all of your ingredients with the sauce. And as you can see here, I'm now adding that additional cup of water that I mentioned earlier in the video. Now, I'm not sure if this helped the cooking process any, but my thinking on it was if I added more water, the pasta shells would cook a bit more like they were intended to be cooked on the instructions on the package. And now you just want to let your pasta simmer for about 6 minutes. I say 6 minutes because the key here is to not overcook your pasta. So after 6 minutes, you want to remove the pot from the heat and find a tight-fitting lid and allow for it to then just warm for an additional 5 to 8 minutes. And there you have it, guys. One pot pasta.
You see how they're not concerned with show business politics. It's just about real music. And they don't care whether this was a stadium or a coffee house. They probably say on the street if they had to. Jamal Line is in the house. Really good. Won't you come up here and join us? Come sit in. Nah, man, I love y'all. I'm just spicy watch. It's all good.
Now shoot it. Jordan. Uh-oh. Rolling down the hill. Hey, Odin. I've got another ball right here. Come on. I'll get that one. I know it's sad. No, okay, you can get it. Go get it. Hmm.